One of my biggest pet peeves in the church right now is that everything got to be funny. Got to make you laugh. And I'm not saying it's wrong to tell a joke in church, or it's wrong as a believer to find certain things funny. But there's people on the way to hell right now. Every day, people die without knowing Christ. The gospel is also very serious. There's something called a jester's privilege. Back in the day, the court jester was a person who provided comic relief. So he was allowed to mock the king and make jokes about things because they knew that he wasn't being serious. Well, here's the thing about jester's privilege. In the modern day, sometimes we try to make things so funny to kind of take the edge off, get people to laugh, get people to accept it, but not realizing that because everything has to be funny, we're not being taken seriously when it matters. When are we going to be serious? Revelations chapter 3 verse 15 and 16, Jesus says, I know your works. You are neither cold or hot. Would that you were either cold or hot. So because you are lukewarm and neither hot nor cold, I will spit you out of my mouth. It's all fun and games till the Lord is asking you on Judgment Day, what happened to the skills I gave you to draw people to the kingdom? Did you use them for acceptance and try to get people to be okay with you, thinking that if they're okay with you, they'd accept your message? We ain't got time to be liked by the world, y'all. We got a message to bring. We got a gospel to spread. And acceptance ain't gonna get the job done. Please consider that next time you take church and try to put it into this funny category. The church is a fun place where we can just have fun and be funny all the time. There is true freedom in Christ. And that's not a lie. But like Paul said, all things are lawful, but all things aren't helpful. Being free in Christ doesn't mean you're free to act a fool in Christ. You represent God and you're bringing his message. And that same God saved you from your sin. And I don't think he was joking and kidding around when he saved you for your sin. As a matter of fact, when Jesus died, everything went pitch black. That gives us a partial picture of how serious the gospel is. So don't try to use the gospel as a platform to get approval ratings and validation from the outside world, because them accepting you and not accepting Christ will still land them in hell. But rather be serious about where God has brought you and about how God has saved you. And it's okay to laugh and for things to be humorous. Just don't try to win people over that way. That's not what we're called to do.